Welcome back to another video. We are in our new Model Y. It's a hardware 4, obviously, because it's the Juniper, as well as it does have the old software. So FSD 13.2.9 is what we are currently running on this car. So I thought it was a good opportunity to tie it into the testing that we did at the same location. We're going to do that tight U-turn where the 14.2.2.5 FSD actually tried to do a U-turn and had to do a 3-point turn in order to complete the maneuver, as well as we tested it with the 12.6.4 Hardware 3 Model Y FSD, and that one actually did not attempt to do the U-turn, which is the correct maneuver. It should not try to do the U-turn there. I will show you a couple instances, but I did in fact prove that I did it 3 times, and every time it just turned left, and then it was able to avoid trying to do that 3-point turn. Now, of course, on 12.6.4, it does not have the ability to put it in reverse. So, and I'm actually going to right off the bat here change which direction we're going, because it's crazy we're going to do a U-turn there. But 12.6.4 is not able to do a U-turn or a 3-point turn because it cannot put it in reverse. So FSD on version 12.6.4 does not have the ability to put it in reverse. And so my question is, did it only choose not to do that U-turn because it knew that it wasn't going to make it and it was going to have to put it in reverse, and it could not complete that maneuver? I would be surprised if that's why it decided to do that, because it will very often attempt to park in a parking space by trying to do a reverse maneuver, which it could not complete. So that it didn't seem to understand in most of its actions that it couldn't actually go in reverse. So we're going to test that out today and see if 13, which can go in reverse, will attempt to do that maneuver. And if it does, I kind of feel like the version 13 Lite, that is 12.6.4, was somehow aware that it could not do that maneuver. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll just show those 3 attempts in 12.6.4 to complete the maneuver there, or the turn, just so you can get an idea of what it actually did in 12.6.4, so we can compare it once we get there on 13.2.9. And then we can actually compare all of them. We can compare 12.6.4 in a hardware 3 car to 13.2.9 in a hardware 4 car, as well as 14.2.2.5, which surprisingly was not good at that particular intersection. Hopefully they're going to fix that for later updates. And this is actually my last opportunity to test this on version 13, because we did get a software update, so we should be able to actually get 14.2.2.5 installed on this vehicle, hopefully. And that would be nice, because I definitely am missing it. Now, there's other things that are unique to get used to on this Juniper Model Y, and the biggest of which is the reason why once we get to this U-turn, if it attempts to do the U-turn, I'm going to cancel it, and I'm just going to turn left. I'm going to take over. And that's because I have not gotten totally used to the putting it in reverse and drive quickly using the screen, because that's the thing that's different about this car, is it does not have a stock. So there is not a stock that's going to be able to shift it into drive or reverse very quickly. It is on the screen. Once you get down to low speeds, it will show up on the screen and you can use it there, but I'm just not super confident in my ability to do that just yet. I have already started to get more used to it, although the auto shift thing is a little bit weird. I don't feel like it does the auto shift very well when you are, for example, backing out of somewhere and then trying to put it in drive. And I'll probably just do a video on all of that just to show how that works. But it does try to predict which way you're going to go. So if you're backing out and you slow to a stop, then it's going to say, oh, well, if you turn your steering wheel the opposite direction and press the brake, then it will shift into drive, but it's almost a little bit awkward because of the fact that you actually have to steer the steering wheel a little bit further than I would really like for it to activate that. So you have to do both things. You have to press the brake and steer the steering wheel. So I don't know if they're going to adjust that to be easier, or maybe I'll just get more used to exactly how that works. But right now it seems a little fidgety, and I have a little bit of a challenge to do that quickly. So our first destination here is just 0.6 miles away, just 2 minutes. And what we're going to do is put in the navigation exactly the location that we need to get to in order for it to attempt to do that U-turn. And then we'll probably do it at least a couple times, maybe 3 times, just for good measure. And hopefully this time I actually have audio for this drive, because that's the reason I did not release the video last time with 12.6.4 yet, because for some reason, my microphone did not work that entire drive. And so all I have is the video. And so, but this is a good way that we can incorporate that video into this, because that was the last time I was going to be able to use FSD 12.6.4, at least on my own car, because we did sell that Model Y in order to get this new Model Y. Ooh, that was weird. So we just had like a phantom braking situation there. I don't know if it was confused about the car in the parking space. It was a little bit angled or what, but it did slow down significantly, as though it was worried something was going to come into the road, but there was nothing around. So 13 definitely not as smooth as 14. It's very noticeable. I've been it's amazing. Like, I really loved version 13.2.9 while we had it. I thought it was great because the things we had before it were not as smooth. But it's amazing, like, once you get used to the new version 14, the next version, how much worse it feels going back to an older version of FSD. Even though at the time it seemed like version 13 was super smooth, and yeah, I thought it was smoother than 12.6.4. But honestly, 12.6.4, other than its inability to do some of those maneuvers because it can't go in reverse, it was probably on par with how 13 feels. So it is a V13 light, as they call it. So hopefully that bodes well for Hardware 3 cars once they get version 14 light, whatever that is, or whenever that comes out, because that should hopefully be very smooth, like version 14. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to navigate to this location right there. We're going to navigate, and it will, I'm going to use this direction here. So you see here it's going to attempt to do a U-turn in order to get to that location. The correct way to get there would be to turn left here, and then you can actually just drive through this parking lot here. There's a little street here that connects to that parking lot there. So that would be the correct way to get there. Definitely not a good idea to do a U-turn right there. It is too tight. So let's just go ahead and I gotta hold to get it going in FSD here. So we will see if it changes its navigation, but I kind of doubt it will. Wow, we're going really slow. It is 15 miles per hour, so it's not, obviously, you don't need to be going very fast, but it was hesitant to get over 10 miles per hour, so it felt pretty slow there. All right, so here it is. We just need to turn right. And like I said, I'm not going to let it actually attempt the U-turn if it's going to do that. So here we are. This is the U-turn coming up. It's got turn signal on. At this point, I can't tell if it's going to commit or not. And yes, it's going to commit to a U-turn. So I'm going to not do that. And I'll turn here. So that's where we should actually turn, is we should turn here into this parking lot to get to that destination. I mean, especially because all these cars, I mean, if it had attempted to do that U-turn there, it would have been very awkward. Not to mention there's actually a police officer actually sitting there in this the drive-through of this little area here, and they would have potentially they might have given me a ticket, I don't know. Depending on what FSD decided to do, if it did something too wonky, it might have ended up there. But anyway, this is where we're supposed to end up. And so obviously you can just pass that U-turn there, do a left, and go right into the parking lot as you need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it up again, and we'll just try it one more time. Maybe a third time. I'm not sure with that cop there. I don't know if I want to arise any suspicion about what I'm doing. Like, I really don't want him to, I don't want to interact with a police officer for sure. So we'll just, we'll probably try it twice just to be certain that it was in fact going to do the U-turn, and then probably be done with it. All right. So I did actually just take a second there just to check and confirm that I did get audio. I really don't know what happened that last time. I mean, maybe somehow the connection was not good enough, and that's what caused the audio not to come out. But hopefully we've got the audio this time, and we'll just try it one last time here. Again, that cop definitely seems to be surveying this area and the situation, so probably don't need to go attempting to do weird maneuvers right in front of him, because he's probably going to be like, what is this guy doing? I know I would. All right, so here's a good situation. So the truck behind us is actually coming up from behind us pretty quickly. So if we were going to do a U-turn, that would be a really bad idea. Okay. All right. So it did it correctly that time. And I wonder if it's because that truck was behind us and it realized it didn't need to slow down that quickly there. That is interesting. So now I'm like 1 for 2. I really don't want to do it again. Again, because of this cop here. Starting to probably wonder what I'm doing here, if he's been paying attention to me driving around. I don't know. Maybe we should just give it one more try. One more try, even though he's probably going to be like, what is the deal? Because I really do think it's that truck that was like right behind us that prevented it from attempting to do the U-turn. It was very hesitant, like it was about to do the U-turn, and then it decided, no, that's a bad idea, and I just need to turn left. So I do think it was because of that truck behind us, because they were coming up behind us pretty quickly, and probably it would be a really bad idea to do that maneuver there if there's anybody anywhere near you. But especially with somebody that close. So, all right, one last time. Hopefully, we don't get. All right, we're gonna go a different way. We're gonna come from the other side. Yeah, we're gonna go out to the other side of the parking lot this time. No. Yeah, maybe I should go to the other side of the parking lot. Actually, maybe the cop won't realize it's the same car. Oh, I have to go. Okay, so you can't go out here. I got to go like all the way up here somewhere. Looks like. But we'll get a decent amount of runway this way. Yep. All right. So here it is, third and final attempt. Maybe we'll get a different interaction here than we got the last two times. Okay. Now this time there is nobody coming up behind us. So that could be the deciding factor. Puts the turn signal on really early, still indicates it's going to do the U-turn, slowing down a lot, sweeping out to the right, definitely going for the U-turn. Yep, so not doing the U-turn. So there you go. Yep, so it definitely is going to try to do the U-turn, so that means that version 13 is different from version 12, and maybe it is that version 12.6.4 actually does determine that it shouldn't do that U-turn because it's not going to be able to make it, and it's going to have to put it in reverse, and then it would get itself stuck. So, yeah. Pretty good results there. Interesting differences between 12.6.4, 13.2.9, and 14.2.2.5. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.